Our Everest journey begins long before we step foot on the mountain. With up to a year worth of training, tens of thousands of dollars invested, gear purchased, families farewelled, a lot is on the line by the time we reach Kathmandu. A bustling hub, this city is truly alive during the Everest season, with climbers coming from all corners of the globe. We spend a few days in town undertaking final preparations, doing gear checks and team briefings before we fly into the Khumbu Valley. First into Lukla, the most unique airport in the world, carved into the side of a mountain situated at 9,383 feet. Here we meet our army of yaks and porters who will assist us to transport our personal gear up the valley. This is the ultimate supply line and has already been in action for months. Only accessible by foot, every ounce of food and hundreds of tons of equipment that is the lifeblood of our expedition and shall sustain us for 2 months has already either been carried in or helicoptered to base camp. It is roughly a 13-day trek into base camp. Our approach is slow and steady, allowing us to acclimatise properly to the rarefied air and mitigate risks of altitude illness. The trek is spectacular and a great opportunity for the team to get to know each other and align behind a shared vision, creating lifelong friendships. Our Everest itinerary remains flexible to give us contingency where we need it.
Deal with whatever the mountain and the weather gives you.
Above the tree line, teams have 2 options: go straight to base camp or take advantage of climbing Lobuche East, a spectacular 6,000 metre peak.
We're down here on Lobuche Peak. We're down here to shake out the climb and make sure everyone is up to speed on their technical climbing. But we're down here to actually get on some steep terrain, see how people do climbing before we venture into the icefall.
We undertake extensive skills clinics before setting out on the climb itself.
We're getting ready, gonna do a little dry run. We're up here at High Camp, Lobuche. Get our spikes on, get all our gear, kind of work out all the kinks, make sure we get our harness on correctly, and yeah, just make things a little smoother for tomorrow morning when we take off out of here in the dark.
We're gonna get up about 2 a.m., start walking at 3.
The strategy in climbing Lobuche is to reduce our overall risk. The climb itself counts as an acclimatisation rotation, thus eliminating a further unnecessary trip through the Khumbu Icefall, not to mention the upside of attaining another spectacular Himalayan summit. After a successful rotation, our bodies are now acclimatised to a new high point, and we return to the trail for a final push to base camp, our new home away from home. Hey guys, at Climbing the 7 Summits, we're pretty proud of our Everest base camp. Come and take a look around. From the moment you arrive, we want you to feel at home. The heart of base camp is our big house, a huge geodesic dome with spectacular views over the icefall. It's the perfect place to unwind, prepare and strategize, and it's even big enough to host the famous annual CTSS Big House Party. With full insulation, heating, carpeted floors and comfortable chairs, it's the ultimate place to recover from your climbing. You can even watch a movie or two between rotations. The same goes for our oversized dining tents, which are of course heated and feature wide tables and comfortable chairs. We even custom designed a washroom in the entrance because the key to a long expedition is not getting sick. The magic happens in the kitchen, which is a fully equipped catering kitchen with gas, full-size baking ovens and prep areas for our 5-star chefs. Given where we are and remembering that almost everything has to be hand carried in, you're not going to believe the quality of the food that comes out of here. Your personal tent is extra large with added height and a 6-inch thick mattress to keep you incredibly warm and make sure you're well rested. But we know that you're going to be spending a lot of time here and your recuperation is vital to your success. So we've gone above and beyond to give you the added option of upgrading to either our Everest Associate 2-room tents, which give you full standing room and a workstation if you need to keep up with the office, Or our luxury Everest Executive personal domes with electricity, a queen-size bed, windows, and plenty of space. They seriously redefine the Everest experience and no expense has been spared. We've got spacious 2-room Western-style WCs with hot water wash basins to keep things hygienic and plenty of room for you to privately go about your business. The view's not bad either. Our communication centre is where the back-of-house operations happen, from reviewing the state-of-the-art weather reports to monitoring the radio and strategising amongst your guides to ensure your success and your safety. What makes Basecamp truly special isn't all these amazing facilities at your disposal, but the Climbing the Seven Summits Sherpa team, who are so attentive that you aren't going to want for anything. We really believe that well-rested, happy, healthy climbers have the best chance at the summit, so why not stack the odds in your favour? While there's plenty of time for R&R, our training isn't over. We continue to hone our skills until they are second nature with extensive ladder training, fixed rope climbing and rappelling, and oxygen clinics. Our strategy and rotation timings are orchestrated by a seasoned expedition leader. Think of them like an air traffic controller who can always see the bigger picture and makes key decisions with all the information at hand. Before our climb can begin, we partake in a traditional Sherpa Puja ceremony to ask for safe passage on the mountain. On an auspicious day, a High Lama will conduct the ceremony. Drifting juniper smoke is believed to purify one's soul. Our climbing equipment is blessed, and we make offerings as a team. We are now ready, and our prayer flags are raised high above our camp, where they will fly for the duration of our climb.